Okay, let's begin with some breathing. So put one hand on your chest and one hand on your lower abdomen, and we'll do a cleansing breath. So that's inhale through your nose, and then you start to exhale through your nose. You get to just about the bottom of your exhale, then you blow out through your mouth. So you can really get air that's down deep inside your lungs. And then you breathe in again. And release. And so as you're doing this, if you have something that maybe is stressing you out or some challenge, and you feel maybe frustration or any kind of negative emotion, you can have that in mind and then blow that out. Just let that go. Take a couple more breaths. And then relax your arms down. Let's do a little bit more clearing. So for this one, you inhale and bring your arms up and get up on your toes, and then exhale as you throw your arms down. So it's, you can let your heels knock into the floor. Roll away stress. Let go of worry. Start to get your legs warmed up, arms warmed up, upper back. 3 more. Okay. Start to get warmed up. Let's do knocking on the door of life. Just gently twist from your hips, from your waist. Let your hands and some of your forearms tap around your waist, around your lower rib cage, your lower back. And then start to tap underneath your collarbone. Wake up your lungs and your rib cage. You can exhale through your mouth and release even more pent up stress. And then tap on top of your shoulder. Start to open up your shoulder into your neck, into your upper back. And now back down under the collarbone. And then back around your waist. And then slowly let that wind down. And just take a moment to check in and feel your body. Feel your arms, your legs. Feel yourself starting to get warmed up. And now let's do spinal cord breathing. So it's breathe in and open your chest. Take a nice deep breath. And then exhale and then round your back. You can curl your tailbone under a little bit. Breathe in, open the chest, and exhale. Open your upper back. And as you exhale, round your back, maybe even curl your tailbone down. It's a nice stretch. And now let's add a twist. So inhale and twist to the left and come back to the center. Now other side. Start to wring out any tension you might have in your back. And once more to each side. And rest your arms down. Now let's do some circles. So as you're doing the circles, you circle your hips around. And when your hips are leaning forward, then you can press in around the sides of your lower back or that spine there. And you can move your finger up and down, pressing in. See if you can find a place that needs some attention. Maybe you could stay there for a few circles. And then make the circles go the other way. Give yourself a nice little massage on the lower back. And then go ahead and maybe put your fists or your knuckles right here around your sacrum and tailbone and do some circles that way. And you can press in when your hips go forward. I like to do a little bit of like vibration. Move up and down a little bit. And then make the circles go the other way. And then relax your arms down. Now let's use that same circling of the hips, and we'll do holding a tray of teacups. So you have the tray up here, so your palms are facing up, and then you make like a figure 8 in front of you. So if you go over to the left, then your hips go the opposite way to the right, and then you wind up here, twisting your arms, getting a nice stretch, and then to the other side. It's probably the hardest part right here. And then up over your head. So you keep circling the hips. Try and keep your hands as level as you can. So if you actually did have a tray in your hands, you could keep hold of it. Feel your whole body getting in a nice warming workout. It's very gentle, and yet everything's working. You're having to use your feet to keep your balance. Keep on breathing. And now let's go the other way. So if your hands go over to the right, then your hips go to the left, palms face up, much as you can. Same thing on this part of the spiral. You get confused, that's okay. Just keep yourself moving. Maybe take a pause and then jump back in again. And then when you get back up to the top, let your arms come down and then maybe shake out a little bit. Pause for another moment. Feel your body starting to get warmed up, starting to wake up. And then get your legs wide apart, maybe a little bit wider than shoulder height. And put your hands in front of your chest. Let's have heart to the sky. So breathe in. Open your chest and breathe out. You can round your upper back a little bit. Stretch along the front and then stretch along the back. Establish a nice deep breathing. One more time. And then we'll have lunge and flow. So turn over to your left, turn your left foot out, let your right heel go back a little bit from here. And then you can adjust your legs a little wider if you want more challenge, a little closer together if you need to have a little less challenge today. And then just stretch your arms out like this. Right? Bend that knee. Then inhale and straighten your knee. And exhale, let your arms just float out slowly. And then breathe in and breathe out. I find that if I try to keep my weight a little bit more in the center, like this, rather than going too far over, it pushes your knee way out a little bit too far over the toe. Because you would, ideally, you can have your knee over your ankle. Inhale, and then exhale, just slowly Let your arm float out. The last thing to arrive is your fingers. You can even keep on growing. One more time. And then turn back towards your screen and breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, exhale. Two more breaths. And now let's do the other side. So establish the appropriate length between your legs here, and you bend it'll be your right knee, and stretch your arms out just like that. And then breathe in, straighten the knee, and breathe out. Let your arms float out. Feel your legs getting a lot stronger. It even challenges your balance. Let your arms grow and take your sight line out over your fingers. Do 3 more times. And then turn towards the front again. Let's take a couple more breaths. Okay, now still in this wide leg position, let's do somewhat of a variation on that. So you get the same position of the leg. So turn towards your left toes pointing out to the left, and then bend your knee, adjust your width of your stance, and then we'll just hold the hand on the thigh. If you want to go down even farther, you can put your elbow down, or you can kind of adjust it by bending your elbow. And then this arm goes up over your head. And then inhale as you arch back a little bit, and exhale. Inhale as you stretch, arm up over your head. So the knee stays bent that whole time as much as you can. Inhale and exhale. Last time. And then come up and turn towards the front. Let's do a forward fold, get a little rest in between going on to the next side, and just fold over. If you want, you can just do a gentle stretch, put your hands on your elbows on your thighs, or go all the way over. Just do what feels good. And then stretch over to your right leg. And now walk your hands over to your left. Come back to the center. And hands on your thighs. Slowly stand up. Reach your arms up. And then let's do the other side. So turn to your right. Establish your lunge position. And then support yourself on your thigh and reach one arm up over your head. And then keep the knee bent and arch back. Breathe in as you stretch and exhale for the transition. Feel how this challenges your strength and your balance. Even your feet are getting a nice workout with this. And let's do one more time, each side. And last one. And then turn so you're facing toward the front and do one more forward fold. You can go over gently, just part way or all the way. Let your back relax. Stretch out your legs, your hamstrings. And then stretch over to one side and go over to the right. Get a little extra stretch on this side. And then other side. Come back to the center and slowly stand up. Shake out your feet. Okay, let's do a little bouncing and shaking. Relax your wrists. Imagine that you're shaking water drops off of your fingertips. Bounce your knees. Inhale, and when you exhale, let's do the vocalized lung sound. That would be like Z, like the end of buzz. That's the lung sound. It helps strengthen the immune system. And then slowly come to a rest. Now feel your body. Do a scan. And notice you're starting to feel that energy sensation. And now tap your ribs. Start to wake up your heart center right in the middle of your chest. And then start to tap underneath your collarbone. Tapping on those first 2 points of the lung meridian right under here. And then let's go back to the other side. Do the other side of your ribs. And then tap along the side of your rib cage. Up and down here, there's some important points on your spleen meridian. And then same thing, other side. And then on your low back, do some tapping, stimulate around. There's some important points related to the kidney meridian. Just get that whole area stimulated. And then take another moment to feel your body. Bring your hands into the embracing the tree low position here. Relax your shoulders, bend your knees, maybe drop your tailbone down a little bit. Weight a little more towards your heels. And now let's open the lung meridian. So bring your hands up, float in front of you, palms face down, and then just inhale. Open your chest. Now turn your hands over and touch the index finger and your thumb. That's touching the thumb is the lung meridian. And exhale, round your back. Palms face down. Breathe in, soaring crane. And exhale. Breathe in, feel your chest. Breathe out, round your upper back a little, curl your tailbone under a little as you exhale. Keep your knees soft. And on this part, maybe bend a little bit more into your knees. Now, if your knees don't like that, then just do what you can so that it feels right and it's not going to come back to you later. And notice how after you've done a few repetitions, the movement becomes more flowing, easier, a little more graceful. Inhale, pull in fresh energy. And then when you touch your thumb and index finger, that seals the energy in so you can absorb it. And now do the same thing, just a little bit lower. So it's more aimed toward the lower part of your rib cage. It's inhale and exhale. Still touch the thumb and first finger. Do a few more times. And then bring your arms down and form an energy ball in between your hands. And just take a moment to feel your hands. Feel your palms. Feel your fingers. You can open and close your hands gently, kind of playing with the energy to bring that sensation out even more distinctly. And now let's do the fountain. This is associated with the kidney meridian and the water element. So you make the back of your hands face each other, and then you come up the center line, palms face out in front of you, and then out and around. So you're pulling the water energy, that healing energy up from the earth through the bottom of your feet into your legs, up the center line, and then let it flow throughout your whole system. And it'd be inhale and exhale. And if you can, add a little bit of an undulation going up your spine. So it goes from your tailbone, up your spine, and then out. You can curl your tailbone under a little bit, and then go through your spine. Even if there's not that much movement going on actually on your back, you can just imagine it. Make it an energetic exercise. Kidney meridian comes from the bottom of your feet, up the inside of your legs, up to right under your collarbone, right about here. And so then that's where we turn and let the water of the fountain spray out around you, all around. Do a few more, just get into the flow of the movement. And now after this repetition, pause and form your energy ball again in front of your hands and just feel your hands. If you pay close attention, you can feel the energy sensation growing, becoming more distinct. And now we'll do the fountain again, but just with one hand at a time. So let's start with the left. So the back of the hand comes up through the center line and out and around to the side. And then do the other hand up through the center line. So it's a little bit like Zen circles, but it's not such a big movement. And then you can start to turn your hips as you do the movement. So it looks very natural and there's a slight twist. Maybe it's really more in the hips. Your hips are just moving a little bit so that the movement is coming from the center. And see if you can still come up around that center line. Since we're moving from the hips, there's really not much undulation going on through the spine. Maybe you can just energetically draw your attention up your spine. And one last time. And now hold the energy ball in front of you. And we're going to do an exercise called the owl turns its head. It's a great exercise for your neck and your shoulders. And also it has a subtle twisting and turn in it for your ribs, your lungs, and also for down in the kidney area here. So we're working like the top of your torso and the bottom of your torso. So make your hands hold the energy ball, and this time curve your fingers in a little bit so that you're making an energetic connection in between each one of the fingers. As we were talking about last week, the meridians of the arms or the hands, they come down in and out through the fingertips. So just use your focused attention and try to bring that feeling forward. And now here is the movement of the owl. It's very subtle. So the arms just open out, spiral out, just like this, palms facing forward. And your arms are fairly low down here. So it's not out here. You want to keep your hands low. And then you turn and look at your right hand, the palm of your hand here. And then you turn and it's as if you're looking over your right shoulder and to the back corner, if there is one of the room, up toward the ceiling. And that twists you very subtly through your whole torso. And then you face front. Then you look down again, do the other side. Down at your hand, and then up over your shoulder, and face front. Bring your hands to face each other, curved fingers, feel the energy ball between your hands. And then again, spiral your arms out. Look down this time. Go to your left. Look down at your hand, and then up over your shoulder. And then face front. Look down again. Look at your hand. Look over your shoulder. Bring your hands to face each other and feel the energy sensation. You might find that this exercise really augments that feeling. You can really feel strong energy in between your hands, on your fingers, in your palms. Do the same thing again. Hands spiral out. Turn or drop your head down and then turn to the right. Look up and back over your shoulder. And look straight ahead. Drop your head. Look at your left hand. And then up over your shoulder. Look straight ahead and form the energy ball again with curved fingers. Make that connection between each one of your fingers. Feel index fingers, middle fingers, ring finger, pinkies, thumb. Again, reach your arms out. Drop your head. Turn to the left. Look at your left hand. Look up and back over your shoulder. And straight ahead. Look down. Look at your hand. Look up over your shoulder. And look straight ahead. And then make the energy ball between your hands and feel the energy connection between your hands, between your fingers, very strong energy sensation. Now let's do centering. So inhale, bring your arm up, and exhale, palm faces side down the center line. Same thing, other side. Inhale and exhale as you center your energy into the lower abdomen, lower dantian. Breathe in and out. And now let's change this a little bit. So make that Taoist prayer position here. And then we'll just make circles with our arms. So the hands cross in front of your chest. And then palm face up, palm face down. You can connect with heaven energy and earth energy. And then continue the circle around. Do the same thing again. Inhale and exhale. And now let's change sides. So now the right hand is in front of your chest, palm faces side, and then make the circles. Inhale as you circle and exhale as you center that energy. Connect heaven and earth energy. And then bring your hands over your lower abdomen. You can bring your legs a little bit closer together. Hands on your belly. And just feel your body. Let that energy we've been accumulating and circulating, let it settle, let it be absorbed into your system. Take 3 more breaths. And then relax your arms. And let's do a short meditation. Make yourself comfortable. For this meditation, I suggest you use a sitting position. We're going to use that same hand position, that Taoist prayer. I have my other hand down in my lap. But first, just make yourself comfortable. Maybe use cushions behind you. Start to focus on your breath. And then let's take that Taoist prayer pose. So have your right hand down in your lap and your left hand in front of your chest, palm facing side. Go ahead and close your eyes and start to feel your breath. This arm and hand position helps to connect within yourself to your heart center and to your belly center. This position symbolizes a grounded and joyful heart. So keeping your eyes closed, breathe in to the center of your chest. Feel the hand at the center of your chest. Feel the energy opening in the center of your chest. Feel that energy opening like a flower blossoming into the sun. In your mind's eye, you can watch the petals opening slowly, one by one, as your heart slowly opens and unfurls. Also, cultivate the feeling that your flower is grounded. Picture the flower in your chest with a stem reaching down towards your lower abdomen, where the roots grow and ground the flower of your heart. When the heart draws its energy from within, we can stay joyful without any external reason. We can stay light in our hearts without the need for something external outside us to happen. Just breathe in a light sense of joy and inner peace into your heart. Feel grounded within yourself. And now let's change the hand position. So now the other hand is in front of your chest. One hand in front of your chest, other hand, palm facing side. Other hand, one hand in your lap, one hand by your chest. Keep breathing slowly. Breathe as if you're inhaling the scent of your flower. Breathe slow. Breathe deep. Inhale the feeling of joy and peace and contentment. Feel the flower, the stem, and the roots. It's all connected. The heart can blossom because we are grounded in the lower abdomen, the belly center, the lower dantian, the source of nourishment and power. And now slowly float the upper hand down to meet the lower hand with your palms resting together. And let your hands rest into your lap and feel the harmony of a deep connection within yourself. Let your breath stay slow and relaxed, in and out through the nose. Feel your breath. Let your mind be calm. Let your heart feel a light sense of inner peace. Connect to the feeling of being grounded in the eternal moment of now. And then keeping your eyes closed, bring your hands together over your belly and take a deep breath. And now make a circle on your abdomen. Circle your hands around your navel. And now start to make the circle a little bit bigger. You're out over your rib cage and over all your abdominal organs. Let the chi that's in your hands sink into all your internal organs. And now slowly make the circle go the opposite way and starts large. And then slowly let the circle get smaller and smaller and smaller until it's very small. And now, still keeping your eyes closed, let's bring your hands together in front of your chest, in front of your heart center. Let's take that peace we've cultivated in our hearts and send it out to each other. Let your energy amplify into the energy of the group. And then send the peace out into the world. Take a deep breath. And then as you exhale, say the word peace to yourself. Inhale. Exhale. Think the word peace. Feel it rippling out in concentric circles out into the energy field. Inhale. When you exhale, say peace in your own mind and let the peaceful energy ripple out into the world. Take one more breath. When you exhale, open your eyes and you can stretch. And take that feeling of peace and joy out into your day. Thank you for joining the class. See you next time.